The Plumas National Forest. The mountains here are remote, rugged, and in the winter, they're frozen. Ice. It's abundant here at Lake Davis, and at one time, ice was big business.
Not knowing anything about ice, I'm just kind of wondering about the cracks.
Scott Lawson is a historian, and today, he's attempting to harvest ice.
There's not very many people that harvest ice anymore up in Plumas County, huh?
Correct, I don't think there's anybody who harvests it.
Long before modern refrigeration, ice was the only way to keep food cold. It was pulled from frozen lakes and delivered to homes around the world.
Near Portola, they used the ice for the refrigeration cars on the Western Pacific Railroad.
Prior to the 1930s, ice harvests in the Sierra were extremely important. Without ice, California farmers couldn't ship perishable meat and produce to the East Coast.
Well, I'm trying to figure out what we are going to do here, to be honest.
If it seems like Scott doesn't know what he's doing, it's because he doesn't.
Some of this you make up as you go, so you figure it out. You go, oh, that's why they made it heavy.
You see, the ice harvest industry has been obsolete for nearly a century in California.
You the man.
The tools we're using today are on loan from the Plumas County Museum, and there's no instructions on how to use them.
Do you think the ice harvesting forefathers would be a little disappointed with this block of ice here?
I don't think they would have checked it and said we're not going to bother until it gets thicker.
Time has taken its toll, and right now there's no living ice harvesters alive in California to show us how it's done.
All of this here is my ice harvest.
There is, however, this guy.
My name is Tom McCauley. My nickname is the Iceman.
Tom, or Iceman as he likes to be called, is a descendant of an ice harvester.
My grandfather was a storyteller, and he worked in the ice harvest. He helped us start the ice harvest in the Truckee Basin.
Tom has spent the better part of his retirement researching and collecting ice harvest photos in California.
But here's what they had. Here's the saw.
He actually has the biggest known historical collection, and he even gave Huell Hauser an ice harvest lesson back in 1997.
Oh, here's the ice saw.
Is that something you think you would like to do again?
Not really.
Tom's not going to give me a lesson, but he is willing to share his knowledge.
The first ice in California came by sailing ship from Boston.
With the completion of the Transcontinental Railroad in 1869, a delivery of ice became very affordable and became a profitable business.
They harvested it mostly in the Truckee Basin. That was their biggest ice harvest.
Ice processing businesses popped up all along Boca Lake near Truckee. It was an ideal winter job for many of the lumberjacks in the area who already knew how to operate a handsaw.
It was hard work.
Ice was often harvested around 3 in the morning when temperatures would dip down to negative 25 degrees.
They stuffed newspapers into their boots and into their pants to serve as insulation.
It took as many as 70 men to harvest an ice pond, and on a particularly cold winter, there would be multiple harvests, but that all came to an end in the 1930s.
Development of mechanical refrigeration put the end to the natural ice harvest.
Watch this Stuart Warner refrigerator.
Ice harvesting was not just lost to modern refrigeration. Today, this age-old industry would be very difficult, if not impossible, in California.
Yeah, we don't get the thick ice like we used to. We don't get the snow that we used to. Here we are in early January, and there should be 4 feet of snow out here.
Ice in the Sierra was crucial in preserving California's food back then, and it still is crucial today. Without ice, California wouldn't have water.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You weren't lying. This is not the funnest job.
From the icy waters of Lake Davis in Plumas County, I'm John Bartell. Hope to see you on the Backroad. Hey, thanks for watching, and watch more videos just like this. Also, write in the comments where I should be checking out next.